Okay, round 10, part 2. Okay, this is my favorite part of this round, so let's get going. So we are starting with the prologue. We see Karai meeting up with the Shredder, and we get to learn that, hold on, that, yep, he's definitely an alien. After his defeat from Macbeth, that is. That's Utrum. Yeah, that's an Utrum. So he's basically Utrum Shredder. That's the nickname for him. Hold on. Okay, now, this is the song I really love. I don't know where this is from. It's probably from a video game or something. So, someone please let me know. Okay, so starting with the first fight, we got Utrum Shredder versus Emperor Zerg. See what I told you? That tune is epic. So Emperor Zerg and his forces have arrived at Planet Z. Probably used the UFO. Well, Utrum Shredder's UFO, that is. And they start attacking the Planet Z, Zerg's fortress, of course. Because he could, like, okay, first we went to deal with Vexus, and now we're dealing with this dude. Dude, what are you doing? What the heck, dude? Sir, you're embarrassing yourself. You're not Jackie Chan, you're a evil space emperor. That was just weird. And up and away. Wow, that's creepy. That was kind of disturbing. Baxter Stockman's head is attached to a mechanical spider or something. That's just creepy. Hacking into Zerg's lab. And Utrum Shredder wins. Well, what do you think? Okay, next fight is Shigo versus Haku. So Valmont sends Haku to find the other talisman. Meanwhile, Draco, Shendu's son, meets up with Shigo, who interrupts her spa day. Not pleased, I guess. So she ends up going in anyway. This is the most interesting fight. I think from CK Primeval 7's standpoint, is that they got 5 talismans now, because the 5th one is going to be from Shigo. So yeah, CK Primeval 7 does fan commentaries. I mostly watch History Buff's fan commentaries since they're no longer around. But at least we got CK's commentaries. Looks like Haku wins. Okay, that's a bit funny. And next fight is John Silver and McLeach versus Agent Bishop. So now with the criminal underworld is leaderless, they both had to team up to survive. Until Agent Bishop shows up. Okay, I like it that it's not going to be Agent Smith who ends up in the hand-drawn realm like a non-Disney Villains tournament, because much like with Miro Fullerton, like I said in the commentary of Disney versus or non-Disney versus Soyuz multi-film villains, I prefer originality rather than just recycling ideas or concepts. So it is good we see Agent Bishop being his own character in Disney versus non-Disney villains, that is, rather than just copying off of non-Disney villains tournament. One little critique in part 2, round 1, we see these aliens again, who got killed off by Eris and like that, but we're doing it again in this part of the round. What, did they just come back to life or something? That's a good question. Or are they just identical? Agent Bishop wins. Next fight is the Pack versus the Dreadnocks. I still gotta watch G.I. Joe Renegades. Hopefully I will. So the Pack meets up with Coyote, well, his head that is, tells them, like, let's go pick on some biker gangs. Okay. Seriously, it's kind of like what it looks like. Hey, want to go beat up some biker gangs that work for the terrorist Cobra commanders? Okay. Or, let me try this again. Hey, want to go pick on some biker gang that works for a terrorist organization? Okay. That's better. It's kind of odd. These guys were former actors, the pack that is, but they became real-life supervillains. Now they're dealing with a biker gang that, I guess they're biker gangs, working for Cobra Commander, who is basically a terrorist leader. Okay, that's good editing. Just sort of watch it. I just don't have an opinion on the Dreadnocks yet. I don't... Hopefully I'll watch G.I. Joe Renegades. Or hitting the rock on the shoulder. Okay, now there we go. TNT. Whoa. And now they're gonna run away! Run away! So the Dreadnocks wins. Man, that tune is just awesome. And next fight is interesting. We're using a Disney Channel original movie villain. I mean, that's just what I know. It's Disney, but it's not just Disney. It's a Disney Channel original movie one from Halloween Town. And oddly enough, Halloween Town seems to be the only Disney Channel original movie project being used in crossover wars. Huh. So we got Calabar versus Evil Genius. So we got Maxim Horvath recruiting Calabar and tells him to take down Evil Genius, or I think that's what it was. In the wake of Morgana's death, Calabar attempts to wrest control of the Morganians away from Horvath, who tells Calabar he would be happy to bow to his leadership. Okay. But he has to take down Evil Genius. I did get to watch Time Bandits, and that movie should definitely be a meme. It's a meme-worthy movie, I'm telling you. Yeah, I used to like Halloween Town. It used to be my favorite movie, but looking back on it, it's really cheesy. Yeah, that Halloween Town series is really, really, really cheesy. It's not my favorite anymore. I do have a soft spot for it, but it's still cheesy. So, Evil Genius wins. The next fight, Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz versus Destro. So, Doofenshmirtz is well, actually, Xanatos is approached by Doofenshmirtz, who wants to be part of this alliance, but Xanatos sends him his Steel Clan to help him to fight against Destro. It's an odd choice, though, but I don't know. I get that Xanatos is fighting against Cobra and his allies, and I get that. But when I was watching CK's series, he did point out maybe Xanatos could have had Doofenshmirtz fight someone in his level, like, Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory, or Dr. Crocker or Denzel Crocker from The Fairly Odd Parents. The one thing I don't know about that is Plankton from SpongeBob SquarePants. I don't know, maybe if it's some story plot they can come up with, that way I might see it then. I don't know, maybe I would have thought if Plankton were to appear, maybe he worked with Merman or something like that, because he'd be working with Skeletor. And one thing CK even thought of Hacker from Cyber Chase. I never heard of it until he points out he's from this PBS Kids show. Like, I'm not sure about the idea of having a preschool villain in there. He even thought of the idea of Hacker being in Mock's team. I don't know how accurate it would be or not. I'm not sure. I'll leave the link to this commentary of his, just so you might get it. And also, what I learned from CK Primeval 7 in the Villains War forum, I still have not found a way to get into that. is that Manu really dislikes Doofenshmirtz. I thought, wait, what? Manu hates Doofenshmirtz? So Manu, it just does not like him. He just... Okay? But I can understand CK's concern about Doofenshmirtz. I mean, he's one of CK's favorite villains, of course, but I can understand his concern with about Doofenshmirtz's role in there, even though Manu dislikes Doofenshmirtz. So, I'm not sure if it's going to surprise anyone, or they're just going to say, okay. And, I'm still not certain about how to use Hacker that's basically from a preschool show. I never watched it. I can understand why CK would like that, because it might bring back such happy childhood memories, which I can understand that. I mean, if anyone wants to use something from a preschool, I'm okay with it, as long as it's not very cringy or corny kind of way. Well, that's just gonna little... The Cursed You, Destro! Okay, next fight is Narissa versus Voldemort. So Hordak shows Narissa where to find the Lamet configuration that can free him from this dimension prison. And so Queen Narissa and Nathaniel have to go to the live action universe. I always thought it's kind of cool how in Wars they take the concept from Enchanted with the whole animated character go into the real world kind of concept for their things. Okay, that was just weird. But it looks like Voldemort wants the Lamet configuration too. So yeah, I did get to watch... You know, it's kind of funny. You got that dude and Nathaniel played by the same actors. I did get to watch all the Harry Potter films. So I'm probably going to watch the last one soon. The final part, that is. And I think I'm getting into Harry Potter stuff. And Voldemort's already one of my favorite villains already. Whoa. I mean, if I ever done, like, All I Ever Wanted again, like, make it with live action villains this time, I would probably have Voldemort as Jafar's role, Adam Sutler from V for Vendetta as Frollo. I'm just saying. Oh, looks like one of Zorg's men has got him. The Lamet configuration, while Narissa and Voldemort were distracted by fighting each other. Next fight is Demona versus Avon. So Demona is made up with this thing. I have no idea what that is. I get that voice is the Archmage from Gargoyles, but I have no idea what this character is supposed to be. It's still weird that you got a DC villain, even though you guys said you're not going to use Marvel and DC in there. Actually, there are a lot of messages I kind of forgot to point out. You know, don't be racist, don't be homophobic, don't be religious intolerant. There's also don't be misogynist, don't join gangs, which I already did mention that part. Don't join criminals, that's also what I thought of. Don't bring guns to school, that's also what I mentioned. Don't do drugs, of course. Those kinds of things that shoves the message down your throats. You know, I kind of wish it was a lot longer, because my computer cannot hold much longer than stuff. And Demona wins. We already killed him off then, huh? I think I'm going to stop right here, so see you guys in the epilogue.